That's the separation right there, you know? So it says in verse 12, go and proclaim these words toward the north and say, return thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity. See? But we don't want to do that. We feel that we pure in our own eyes. You know? We don't want to turn and acknowledge the things that we've done. You know? In our heart, we carry these idols, feeling like we can continue to go on in this cruel habitation, hating our own brother, cruel habitation, having an evil eye towards our people, all right, trying to destroy our people. You know, we feel like we can continue in this way. We don't want to acknowledge the sin that we commit on a daily. You know, why is it that our people are dealing with this oppression and no other nation? But we don't want to deal with it. It's in the book. And in these last days, the Lord is purifying his people. In these last days, the Lord is raising up a royal priesthood, but we don't want to hear it because we feel like, oh, we just looking at another nigga. We looking at another nigga out here, don't know what he's talking about. Well, the Lord gonna deal with you. We continue to have this mindset, the Lord gonna deal with you. So it says, go proclaim these words toward the north and say, return thou backsliding Israel. All right, return thou backsliding Israel, said the Lord, and I will cause mine anger to fall upon you. For I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy God, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree. That's right. You know, you scattered your ways to every green tree. And let's talk about the other nations, man. Let's talk about the other nations. Let's talk about other doctrines, man. We were never supposed to get away from the doctrines of the book. The law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. That's why the Lord coming to destroy this place. You know? But you feel like, oh, you know, I'm a Christian, I'm going to be okay. No, you're going to be killed. The Lord going to destroy this place with fervent heat. He going to leave you here and melt you here. It says, only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy power, and hast scattered thy ways to strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith the Lord. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you for you of one city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. So that's what the Lord means for us, okay? That's the purpose of Israel, man, so that the Lord can bring us to Zion, man. He can heal our land. But we don't want to do that thing. We want to continue in wickedness and folly. We're going to continue to scatter our people, destroy our people, sell drugs to our people. That's what we want to continue in. And the Lord going to deal with you. The Lord going to deal with you. So it says, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. What type of understanding? Understanding of the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. You know, teaching you the judgments of the Lord, to keep the judgments of the Lord. How you should judge these matters. Separating between the clean and the unclean. That's what the Lord gonna teach you. Through the men that he set up. But we don't want to hear it. And it shall come to pass, when ye be multiplied and increased in the land, in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done anymore. So it says, at that time, they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it. See there? All the nations going to be gathered unto it. To the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem, neither shall they walk anymore after their imagination of their evil heart. That's right. So we ain't going to go in the ways of Babylon anymore, because it's going to be destroyed. The Lord going to smite the scorner. All right? And we're going to learn wisdom. It says, in those days Judah shall walk in the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north. You see there? That's talking about the daughter of Babylon, to the land that I have given them for an inheritance unto your fathers. That's right. Again, possessive, man. Okay? Genealogy. Okay? Heritage. The land of your fathers. But I said, how shall I put thee among the children and give thee pleasant land, a goodly heritage of the host of nations? And I said, thou shalt call me my father, and shalt not turn away from me. It says, and I said, thou shalt call me my father, and shalt not turn away from me. That's right. We're supposed to call on the Lord in these last days. And the Lord not going to turn away from us, man. We're supposed to be seeking that the Lord change these things for us, man. Change around. Put these curses up on our enemies, man. Surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. A voice is heard out of the high places, weeping and supplications of the children of Israel, for they have perverted their way, and they have forgotten the Lord, their God. And that's what we repeated in these last days. We're repeating those same things, man. You know? Or we living in those same ways, man. And we coming to warn you. You know, we coming to warn our people, man, to turn from their wicked ways. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for. Wait, hold on. Let's go to verse 22. Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings. See, the Lord sitting here pleading with his people, right? To get them to turn, because it's going to be an evil time, man. It ain't going to be nothing to comfort your heart in this system of oppression. Nothing. Okay? Nothing's going to be here to make you feel comfortable. All right? When the Lord bring this scourge, when the Lord start putting us in concentration camps, right? There is nothing going to be able to make you feel comfortable. There's nothing going to be here to make you, man, you know, I need to go just get a burger. No. Everything going to be destroyed, man. You're going to be a burger to somebody, man. Somebody going to eat your ass, man. So we got to wake up in these last days. So the Lord said he'll heal our backsliders. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our God. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly is the Lord our God. Truly in the Lord our God is salvation of Israel. That's the only way you're going to get saved. It's only in the Lord, man. Only in the Lord. And you got to endure to the end to be saved, right? And to get on those chariots, to leave this wicked place and be set in our own land, right? That's what's that's what we're supposed to be seeking for. It's only in the Lord that we're going to receive those wide things, man. It says, for shame have devoured the laborer of our fathers from our youth. Shame has devoured the labor of our fathers, man, because they worked wickedness, man, and they worked wickedness before this generation. You know, we got out of slavery and wanted to go open up Black Wall Street. It was destroyed, man. It was destroyed. So what we supposed to be doing? Understanding that that's going to continue to happen, man. It don't matter what you put your hands to do. Like I told the young ladies, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 20. All that you set your hands to do, right? All that you set your hands on to do, it's going to be only cursing and vexation. That's the only thing you're going to be experiencing, right? So it says, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters, we lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against the Lord our God, we and our fathers, from our youth even unto this day. Even unto this day. And that's why we out here. That's why we still in oppression. You know? Because us and our fathers, we have continued to do what? Shame, make our walk shameful, man. Commit abominations and whoredoms. Right? From our youth even to this day, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our God. That's right. And let's go to chapter 4. If thou wilt return, O Israel, saith the Lord, return unto me, and if thou wilt put away thine abominations out of the sight, then shalt thou not remove, and thou shalt swear, the Lord liveth in truth, in judgment, and in righteousness, man. But we don't know judgment, and we damn sure don't want righteousness, man. We want to do like our entertainers tell us to do. We want to seek after the ways of this world, man. You know, we want to listen to our women in our nation. You know, we want to set the woman above the man. Okay, we want to set the woman above the man, and we want to continue to be afflicted and snared, man. We love the snare, the net of the wicked, man. We love to be caught in that snare, man, because we continue in the ways day in and day out. You know, in every walk of life, every fashion, man. You know, credit, everything that brings stress to your mind. When you think that you got it, you got it going on, and you know, I got a good job and this, that, and the other. Hey, you continue to love that snare. That's a snare, man. It's good to take care of your family, and that's the only thing. That's the only way you should regard it, man. Don't get high-minded. What do you have that you did not receive, man? You know, if Jake can be killed out here in the street by a cop on a routine traffic stop, you know, if Jake can be shot on a routine traffic stop, what make you think that it won't happen to you? To you niggas that don't want to seek to this truth, and you're gonna receive even more terrible things if you think that if you try to cover yourself with the covering of this world, you're gonna experience more terrorist and terrible and treacherous things. Then, you know, you receive that mark, you still don't think you making it. You still gonna think you wise according to this world. You're gonna be destroyed, man. Unclean, man. Everything that we learn from is unclean. We gotta learn to turn from our wicked ways, man. So you gotta put off those abominations. It says, let's go read verse 2 again in Jeremiah chapter 4. And thou shalt swear, the Lord liveth in truth, in judgment, and in righteousness, and the nations shall bless themselves in him, and in him shall they glory. For thus saith the Lord to the men of Judah and Jerusalem, break up your fallow ground and sow not among thorns. That's right. We sowing among thorns, trying to be like the heathen, liking ourselves unto the heathen, man. You know, we want to seek after a sign when this truth come out, and we don't want to hearken and change, man. You know, we want to continue in the ways of this wicked abominable place, man. This cruel habitation. We got to turn from our wicked ways. You know, break up the fallow ground, sow not among thorns, because that's what we're doing. You know, our desire is in this system of oppression, and that's why we continue to be destroyed. Circumcise yourselves to the Lord, and take away your foreskins, the foreskins of your heart, ye men of Judah, and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come upon thee, and lest my fury come forth like fire, and burn that none can quench it, because of the evil of your doings. That's right. There ain't gonna be no other option. When that missile come, there ain't gonna be no other option. There ain't gonna be nothing else for you to turn to and to be saved in. Lord gonna deal with you. All right? You're gonna be destroyed. You know, you're gonna be destroyed in these last days. You know, because you don't want to turn to the Lord. You don't want to take away the foreskins of your heart. You want to, in your heart, you feel comfortable hating your brother and trying to deal wisely and with crafty counsel against your brother, man. You know, you can't hide that stuff from the Lord, man. And the brothers see it, man. But you don't fear the Lord. You've been taught to fear the Lord by the precepts of men. And a lot of these camps teach by the priests. Some of these camps teach by the precepts of men, because I see how comfortable it is for some of their congregation just to hate. You know, and men understand is bringing out that truth, man. You know, you hate your own brother in your heart when you can have the so-called white man a part of your group or part of your camp, GOCC. You know, we gotta walk in righteousness. Well, you got the oppressor, the wicked, a part of your camp. You know, saying that they can join in this, that, and the other. That's wickedness and folly, man. You gotta wake up in these last days. You know, Turn from your wicked ways. Circumcise, remove the foreskins of your heart. Right? Declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem, and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land, cry, gather together, and say, assemble yourselves, and let us go into the defense cities. Set up the standard towards Zion, retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction. And that's what's gonna happen again. Russia gonna send that thermonuclear destruction over here. China, one of them. All right, and we're gonna be destroyed. You know, we're supposed to depart from the wicked ways of Babylon, man. Depart from these ways and be not taken in her sins, man, in her iniquity, man. So it says, set up the standard towards Zion, retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and the cities shall be laid waste without inhabitant. So you ain't gonna have no other option, Israel. Ain't gonna be no other option for you. When you sit up here and fight against this truth, ain't gonna be no other option for you. You know? You gotta turn and hear what the preachers are saying in these last days. Okay? Walk ye in this truth, man. For this gird up with sackcloth, lament and howl. For the fierce anger of the Lord is not turned back from us. See that? So let's go ahead and jump to Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 31. For I have heard the voice of a woman in travail, and the anguish of her that bringeth forth her, and the anguish as of her that bringeth forth her first child. The voice of the daughter of Zion that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, woe is me now, for my soul is weary because of murderers. See there? What you gonna do? Let's go up to 30.